Rivalry, Kevin? Is it familiarity with one another?
I think so, sure. The more you play, the more you know.
Yep, well, we got that here tonight. So these guys don't like...
So the athletic wing pair. Clint Capella is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Beverly in at the point. Hill. Kept alive. Second chance shot. It's deflected. And Beverly kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Capella. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm. And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense. But last year, there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
Now here's Moore. Davis, the pass to Holiday. To the left wing. And it's Moore penetrating. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's Houston's ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
They really did seem to lack the kind of intensity you need to play an effective team defense. The number of open looks they gave up was pretty shocking.
The Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in. That's good from Capella.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
Outside Hill. Pass to Davis. Pick up by Hill. Here's Moore. His three-pointers off the mark. And Brett Gentry usually leads the league or is right at the top of it in terms of points out of timeouts for coaches.
Well, it may sound like a silly stat, Kevin, but you think about it. When it is that coaches call these timeouts, usually they're either losing momentum or the other team is, and to come back with a play that gets you an efficient, good look at the basket for a score, that's impressive stuff.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Well, that happens sometimes. The ball just does not go down, but I'll tell you what, he'll take that shot every time.
Now, here is Harden following the shot by Drew Holiday. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Capella's got 8. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In the city of New Orleans, still grappling with the legacy of Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. So much devastation. But, Brent, this city has really come back, and their bounce back has been inspirational.
Well, it has been inspirational, and it continues to inspire people around this city to great, great heights. And what the Pelicans have in front of them, Kevin, could really bring a sense of confidence and community to New Orleans in some huge ways. Anthony Davis has a lot on his shoulders, but could go down as one of the most influential athletes in Louisiana.
And so Jones nails both of them. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harden outside, uncovered, and there it is for him. Harden's got his first basket of the night.
Well, you see how difficult he makes it on anyone that's going to try to guard him. Just an offensive dominant player.
Ariza against Hill. Back to Davis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
The ball rotates over to AD, and he simply rises up and makes that jump shot look so easy.
Here's Harden. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
Oh, and they also took a few jabs too, but as prolific as their offense was, there was no way they were going to be outscored in that one.
Now Anderson following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Houston moving it around. Capella with the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Moore kicks to Holiday. The pass to Jones. Pick up by Hill. Feeds it to Moore. Shot clock at 5. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Harden dishes to Ariza. Fires for 3. Hill with some nice D. New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Moore. And Holiday kicks to Jones. Pick up by Hill. The feed to Moore. Off the screen. No good on that one. And Houston the other way now. Last time they met in Houston.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Well, they built up the big lead and then let the second unit get out there and do their work. And you're right, the guys coming in off the bench were spectacular. They put up a ton of points.
The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
Beverly the pass to Capella. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Brent, as we move to the middle of the season, how do coaches shift in how they prepare for games?
Well, now we're talking about, Kevin, chapter 6, 7, and 8 of the playbook. You're able to go a little bit deeper.
Yes.
You're able to start establishing new sets, and then maybe some of the wrinkles on the old sets that you started the season with. This gives you great confidence and a great challenge mentally for teams to stick with it.
Keeping it fresh for a coach, one of the main things they've got to do during a long season like this.
Well, it really helps the players' mentality to hear different words from the coaches throughout the course of the NBA season.
Here is Harden after Drew Holiday's score. Anderson the screen. Harden dishes to Ariza. On the wing, Harden. 38 points for him last game against Miami.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throw.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
For the Rockets, Nene comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Gordon in for Ryan Anderson. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. On the free throw, no good. And you look at Anthony Davis's offensive game, a very capable ball handler. But you know what, Brent? He scores best playing off the ball sometimes, catching and making plays inside.
Well, I love his decision-making right there in that instance because he rarely takes bad shots. Maybe one of the most underrated parts of his game is that he just doesn't turn the ball over very much. And for a high usage rate guy, that's impressive stuff.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
There might also be an opportunity here that he can exploit a mismatch. We'll see.
Tim Frazier's checked in for the Pelicans. Harrell, he's checked in for Houston. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Davis.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Holiday's got the game tied up here for New Orleans. Harden outside. Down low. Nene. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, he's a great finisher around the rim, but some stellar defense there stopped that from happening.
And stolen by Gordon. Fires from deep. Kept alive by Houston. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Screen by Jones. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Houston's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Nene, the screen. Ariza kicks to Harden. Pulls up on the wing. And the shot falls short this time.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, his confidence really nowhere to be found right now, and he's lost all rhythm in that jumper.
Now here is Holiday. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. And finished off by Davis.
That's just an outstanding pick and roll there to get Davis diving to the rim. Once he gets the pass, the shot was as simple as it gets.
Harden the pass to Nene. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight. New Orleans in the lead. Frazier kicks to Jones. Back to Frazier. Pass to Davis. Screen by Jones. And they double up Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 8 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Holiday against Gordon, and Holiday kicks to Hill. Frazier outside. Holiday with the 3. Back to Frazier. He dishes it to Jones. Davis, the pass to Holiday. And Brent, you looking through Holiday, 6'4" and strong. He's got excellent size for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's got those happy feet too, Kevin, and a good defender with quick hands. He can smother you on the defensive end.
And the challenge for Drew Holiday over the last handful of seasons, Brent, has been his health. A stress fracture in his right tibia cost him a lot of games.
Man, it's really hard to establish a rhythm in a game where the coach is telling you we're reaching your limit and they got to pull you out of the game. A former All-Star in Philadelphia, he's a guy they need out on the court, and he needs to continue to produce.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Brent, the importance of the three-pointer growing and growing. Some worry it's becoming too prominent. What do you think?
I'm enjoying the game. I'm getting a little jealous.
I think everybody is, though.
Yeah,
right?
I'm getting a little jealous that I didn't play in this era. But interesting the way that coaches are seeking out the three-point line and in turn trying to create more space for the guys that can do more than just shoot threes, Kevin. So having versatility between 1 and 4, a great screen setter that can roll and command some attention of the defense to suck in the defense. We always talk about the accordion of the defense, bringing them in, pulling them out, and taking advantage. I like the three-point shot. It's here to stay. Just don't mention 4. Don't mention the 4-point shot.
But some are.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Now Holiday following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Enjoy that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Williams dishes to Gordon. There's a good screen. Decker with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. A second chance effort. Holiday with the block.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Frazier kicks to Moniunas. Frazier outside. Back to Moniunas. Launches a three. Rebound by Nene. Rockets trail by 8. Gordon with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Outside Williams. Trying to get back on track. Here's Moniunas. He averages about 5 points a game. There's the dish to Holiday. Outside, Davis. Here's Frazier. And it comes off the front of the rim. And for Houston, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And Nene with the basket on the assist from Williams. Nene's got 6.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Frazier kicks to Moniunas. And stolen by Gordon. On the wing, Williams. Back to Gordon. Back to Williams. 4 seconds left. He can't get it to go. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up 6. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the Brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Very physical, very active. Their defense has all the components needed to get stops.
Moniunas out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then there's Frazier. And it's Cunningham in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5.
That's his third person.
And DeMarcus Cousins, such a polarizing figure for coaches and fans alike. And this is dating back to his college days, even at Kentucky.
Yeah, maturing some, but obviously that fire burns bright within him. His passion is what helps fuel that production, especially when you start comparing him to other true centers.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Inside, Cousins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. It's amazing to watch these NBA athletes competing every day. You and I get the lucky seat right there in front midcourt. Such size, such athleticism. It's intimidating. Who are the most intimidating players, you think, in the game today?
If you go to Detroit and you want to match up with number 0 there and Andre Drummond,
Look out.
you're in for a long night.
harness yourself in.
The way that he can patrol the middle, Kevin, and the way he's relentless at coming at the offensive glass and the defensive glass all game long, I'm really interested in the development of Andre Drummond as the centerpiece, figuratively and literally, for the Detroit Pistons.
And here is Moore. After Lou Williams was able to get the three to go, Cunningham kicks to Moore. They set the pick. Dishes to Cunningham. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Beverly the pass to Williams. Beverly sets the screen for Williams. For the three. And another three for Houston.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now here's Moore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here is Cunningham, defended by Gordon. 5 to shoot. Here's Frazier. They get the rebound. Odiunas has the open look. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Odiunas has got his second bucket tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Beverly kicks to Gordon. 11 feet away. No good there. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here is Cunningham. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And that misses badly. Air ball. Outside Gordon. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Gordon with another miss.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Can't keep forcing things when you're not in a great rhythm. Move the ball.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, look, the Pelicans are a solid offensive team. That's not where the problems have been. One of the best teams in the league as far as taking care of the basketball.
New Orleans making some changes here. Jones comes in for Monty Innes, and it's Solomon Hill in for Cunningham. Houston also making some changes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Gordon, and it's Harden in for Williams. And the Pelicans above average in their three-point percentage. They'd like to get even better there.
But when you have a star that's going to command a massive amount of attention in Anthony Davis, you need to space the floor with shooters and make sure that those guys are consistent in their spot-up game. I think that's how they take the next step, is at that end of the floor.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Harden dishes to Ariza. The Rockets with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar. But Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Devin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks. First free throw is good. All these days, teams have really gone away from offensive rebounding, transition defense, such an imperative.
Well, I think Greg Popovich started it off in San Antonio, and then Doc Rivers adopted it in Boston for many years because the numbers will tell you the percentage chances of grabbing an offensive rebound for your basketball team are not very good. And if you take those kind of risks, calculated as they might be, it's a disadvantage for you to get back in transition and set up your defense. So a lot more teams adopting the 4-back and 1 take a chance at the offensive rebound mentality.
Part of that analytics contribution we're talking about before. Things like that point those things out to the play.
Yeah, and the numbers aren't lying.
Right, exactly. Now here's Harden following the miss by Terrence Jones. Anderson passes to Ariza, and he gets the bucket.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. New Orleans leading by 7. Frazier kicks to Jones. He feeds it to Cousins. Goes up the baseline. Good as the jump shot falls. Cousins has got 6.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
And this is where genetics may come into play, using that height, especially to get off the mid-range jumper.
Now here's Ariza. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Harden, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Frazier. And now it's an 11-point Pelican lead. Moore against Harden. A baseline J, and it's in there. Harden's got his second bucket tonight.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Screen by Jones. Frazier dishes to Jones. Stolen by Beverly. His first shot coming late. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Beverly's got his first 2 points of the night. New Orleans leading by 7. Frazier outside. Moore left side. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Off target with the jump hook. Rockets trail by 7. In the corner, Harden. The 3. Houston gets it back. Beverly the pass to Harden. To the inside. Ariza with the bucket. He has 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Frazier outside. Pick up by Hill. Frazier kicks to Jones. Puts it up from 12. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Ariza, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Frazier. They get the rebound. Hill has the open look. Tries yet again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
The Pelicans have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And the first one drops. The Pelicans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harrell comes in for Sam Decker. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Rockets trail by 5. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Passes it to Harden. Lets it go. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
Now here is Holiday. He has 6, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Pelicans have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Anthony Davis is checked in for Jones. Both free throws good from Cousins. Rockets trail by 7. Nene setting the pick for Beverly. Right wing. Nene down low. Cousins is there. The shot by Nene. No good. New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shot.
And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Rockets trail by 8. Harden outside. The 17-footer goes down. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, and he likes the mid-range, Jay. You have to get right up on him if you want to stop it.
And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
And here's Harden following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Lets a floater go. Harden dishes to Ariza. Basket counts. Ariza's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Stolen by Beverly. And even 3-on-3 break. Harden has a wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Harden's got 8.
We might be in for a career night here, guys. He was solid in the first quarter. He's been even better here in the second.
And more kicks to Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. Inside, here's Cousins. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And 12 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. Tries again, and it's sent back by Hill. To the middle. Here's Davis, and the shot is long. Rockets trail by 7. Harden with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Beverly kicks to Nene, and stolen by Cousins. And here's Hill for 3. They get it back. Here's Davis, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
New Orleans making some changes here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Cousins, and Dante Cunningham subbed in for Hill. The Rockets also changing it up. Gordon comes in for Trevor Ariza, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Well, they call him the Brow, Anthony Davis, and many consider him to be the most transcendent player that the NBA has for its near future. Now, I know his team has struggled just a little bit, and that's put some damper on those expectations. But make no mistake, he will accomplish many great things by the time his career is over.
Here's Holiday after Eric Gordon's bucket, and Holiday kicks to Moniunas. Moore outside. Feeds it to Davis. 6 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And even for a #1 pick, how quickly Anthony Davis has emerged as a superstar in this league.
In 2012, joining that Team USA as the 12th man, and then by 2014 in Spain, he led the team to the gold medal. Talk about a quick ascension. That is Anthony Davis, and very scary to think about his untapped potential.
He's off on the first. That one is no good.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Harden outside. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And Moore kicks to Moniunas. Inside, stolen by Gordon. 32 seconds left in the first half. Out to the wing. Harrell kicks to Nene, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. .24 seconds left in the first half of the game. Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Now Holiday. He's got 9. On the wing, Davis. No good on that last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Pelicans lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of action so far in this one. DeMarcus Cousins having an outstanding game. He had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. Few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Welcome back to New Orleans, everyone. Glad to have you with us tonight as we take a peek at all the happenings just outside of Bourbon Street. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Well, showed great discipline and only took good shots. So we'll see if he can keep that decision-making up here in the third.
Pelicans leading by 4, and on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Ryan Anderson out there with Nene, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Rocket shooting 47%, pretty solid. And Ariza with the stop.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here is Holiday. Moore outside. Kicks to Davis. Holiday against Beverly. To the inside. Here's Cousins. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 8th assist here tonight. Rockets trail by 4. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And there's the pass to Anderson. Cousins against Nene. No good off the front iron. Well for New Orleans, shooting 43% from the floor. Moore passes to Hill. From 8. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. That one misses for Cousins. Ariza outside. Back to Beverly. Harden outside. Capella dishes to Ariza. Anderson the screen. Ariza kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Houston, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That one is off. No luck that time either. Pelicans leading by 6. Moore in the corner. Outside, Davis. It's tipped. Lets it go from 14. And he makes that one. Moore's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ariza outside. He kicks to Harden. 4 on the shot clock. Releases from 15. He can't get that one.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
Outside, Davis. Outside, Holiday. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Ariza outside. Here's Harden. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
Frazier, he's checked in for New Orleans. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And thinking about ways to stop Harden, part of the problem is that he's really built like no other player out there.
Physically, he's got that barrel of a body, the long arms, and just enough quickness to blow by you. He's elusive, yet always looking for contact, which is why he lives at the free throw line.
On the free throw, no good. And with the rise of advanced stats, the big movement in the league, we've seen a bit of a backlash from the traditionalists and the scouts. We saw it in baseball. We're seeing it in the NBA. They say you have to watch the game to understand it. You can't boil it down to just numbers. But I think what you've always said is they can all work hand in hand.
The numbers are interesting, Kevin, and obviously if there's some way that you can combine what it is that you see and backed up by the statistics, it'd be silly to think that you could get more information and that in some way you can't use it to your advantage.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Frazier, the pass to Cousins. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Anderson dishes to Capella. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Frazier. They get it again. Davis got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Harden left side. To the paint. Here's Capella. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Rockets have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Jones checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Decker's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And he's good on the second. New Orleans leading by 8. Frazier outside. Down low. Here's Davis. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Timeout called. The Rockets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans team.
just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for Houston.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Rockets trail by 10. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. And here's Decker. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Davis. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Even with the defense posing a difficult challenge, Davis stands tall in there. He drains the shot.
On the wing, Harden, guarded by Holiday. And the dunk by Capella.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here is Holiday. He's got 9. Frazier kicks to Davis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. James Harden is second.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Dante Cunningham's checked in for the Pelicans. Houston also making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Anderson, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And both free throws good for Davis. Rockets trail by 12. Williams with the ball. He's got 6. Fires from deep. It's good from long range.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Holiday kicks to Jones. Outside Holiday. Pass to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Davis has got 21.
And the takeover has begun. This is his game right now, guys.
Harden the pass to Capella. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Cunningham gets the bucket.
That's just superb work from Dante Cunningham, pounding his way down in the paint and getting the easy look.
Here is Harden. He's got 17. From past the arc. Another miss by Harden.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The feed now to Hill. He gets it in there.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
And sometimes it's about your teammates moving to give you those opportunities. He's found holes in the defense.
Now, here is Harden. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Here's Hill. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Holiday dishes to Davis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. Rockets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now a timeout called by Houston. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Monteunice is checked in for the Pelicans. Ejuan Moore comes in for Solomon Hill. And a change for the Rockets. Harrell, he's checked in for James Harden. Now here's Harrell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. There's the screen. Pass to Williams. The 10-footer. And that one hits back iron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And for a guy with a slight frame, Lou Williams can be one of the most aggressive players in the NBA, especially when driving to the basket.
And Kevin, I call it, he's a professional scorer.
Yes.
He can get streaky hot from beyond the arc, so you have to stay up on him. He puts the ball on the deck and uses his quickness to get past you. You almost always have to foul him to prevent him from getting to the basket, and he shoots a high percentage from the line.
Good. Now Holiday, 9 points in the game so far. Holiday, a screen on Williams. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Monteunice. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Outside Williams. That one a little long. New Orleans leading by 16. Moore outside. Screen by Jones. Holiday with it. Williams picks him up. Jones, no one around him. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Houston the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Monteunice picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in.
Checking in for the Rockets, Trevor Ariza. New Orleans foul. That's his first personal.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Trevor Ariza taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. New Orleans leading by 14. And Holiday kicks to Jones. Moore outside to the left wing. Screen by Jones. Monteunice, no luck.
You know, if you're going to go set a pick, you really have to be committed to it. He simply did not do a good enough job to get his teammate open.
Ariza outside. Puts up a 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And even though he's been incredible from the field so far, his team still hasn't been able to get the edge in this one.
Jones kicks to Holiday. To the inside. Here's Monteunice. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Monteunice has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 9. And Jones slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Harrell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Eric Gordon. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holiday goes in. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Holiday's got 11 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And here's Gordon with 1 on the clock. Misses the shot.
Well, some credit to Holiday there on the defensive end. Hand up to contest the shot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 14. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Moments make players into stars. Moments make teams legendary. This is my moment. This is my team.
Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball. We've been doing a great job, so let's keep it up, okay? Let's go now.
Alvin Gentry has found an identity that's working, and that makes everything a lot easier on both ends.
And collectively, you really need to remember what that feels like so you can recapture it if and when things start to get a little shaky. You want to be able to trust in who you are.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. They've got Etuan Moore. Monteunice up there with Solomon Hill. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Al Moore following the 3-point attempt by Lou Williams. And Moore kicks to Hill. Back to Moore. He dishes it to Monteunice. The fadeaway. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gordon kicks to Anderson. Back to Gordon. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Gordon's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Rockets. Holiday, a screen on Williams. Moore with it, picked up by Nene, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Williams. The dish to Nene. Pulls it from the elbow, and he knocks down the jumper. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Moore against Williams. Moore passes to Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Nene's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anderson dishes to Williams. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Dishes it to Monteunice. Moore outside. There's a screen by Monteunice. Dives for it. Taken away by Nene. Williams gets to Ariza. Pelicans pull it in. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Monteunice passes to Hill. A putback. Monteunice's shot is good. Monteunice has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Houston. the Pelicans making a change here. Davis is checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverly comes in for Williams. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Now, here's Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
Yeah, 20-20 tonight. He could not be more focused, just locked in. Got to give him the ball.
Pelicans leading by 11. Shoots from 14, and it's Hill. That time the assist by Holiday.
Yeah, you can't allow those kind of looks. That's the type of defense played by a team staring at a double-digit deficit.
And Beverly kicks to Capella. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Hill dishes to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Stolen by Beverly. He feeds it to Anderson. Here's Capella. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Yeah, getting after it right now. You love the passion and desire on that play. Excellent rebound, and then the stick back.
Holiday with it. Passes to Hill. 5 on the clock. Davis kicks to Holiday. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nailed from three-point land.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
Man, I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall while the coach was talking to the team at halftime. They've been unconscious from deep.
And so here is New Orleans. Following the 3 by Houston. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Now here's Beverly. There's the pick. The 3. Kept alive by Houston. Back to Anderson. Feeds to Gordon. Kicks to Beverly. Another shot. Capella, the pass to Beverly.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. All free throws good from Beverly. Here's Holiday. Moore outside. And the pass to Davis. Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for your Pelicans, DeMarcus Cousins. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Rockets trail by 8. Here is Harden. Down low, Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 18 points for Trevor Ariza.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here is Holiday. Davis sets a screen. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 8 points in the quarter.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
Harden against Moore. Harden gets to Ariza. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Cousins, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Terrence Jones is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. Pelicans leading by 6. And Moore gets to Holiday. Jones for 3. The rebound by Anderson. For Houston, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Houston moving it around. He kicks to Harden. Here's the 3. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. The wide open look here for Holiday. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets trail by 9. Harden kicks to Anderson. Harden against Moore. Harden can't hit.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Deep 2 from Hill. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
There's a screen. Beverly sets the screen for Harden. And it's Capella missing.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
The baseline J. And Davis can't get it to go. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Harden. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half. New Orleans leading by 9. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Back to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Holiday dishes to Davis. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Down low. Kicks it out to Harden. Beverly the pass to Harden. Back to Beverly. No good from outside.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And Holiday kicks to Jones. Pass to Moore. Now the feed to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Beverly. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Beverly against Holiday. Davis kicks to Holiday. He dishes it to Hill. with the shot. Ariza with the rebound. Rockets trail by 9. Now the dish to Harden. Back to Ariza. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Davis with a screen on Beverly. Davis dishes to Jones. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the Pelicans lead by 8. And for Houston, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. To the middle, here's Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, Anderson really likes to pull up from just about anywhere. We're used to seeing it behind the three-point line, but he can step inside.
1:19 left to play here in the 4th. It's tipped. It's stolen by Capella.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Wishful thinking. I think it's a little bit too late. It's going to take a miracle now.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Free throw no good for Holiday. Rockets trail by 8. Ariza kicks to Anderson. Harden inside the 3-point line, but they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Jones kicks to Moore. They set the screen. Davis, the pass to Moore. Count that one. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Well, doing things the right way and not letting up. Straight attack.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Monty Eunice is checked in for Davis. Cunningham comes in for Solomon Hill. Thompson, he's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. And Tim Frazier subbed in for Drew Holiday. Brown wide open. He fires. Another miss by Houston. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Jones, no luck. Williams fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. Taken away by Nene. Decker misses. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.